Namaskar, I Amit Kumar welcome you all in IMD's weekly weather briefing. So, if we look at last week, starting from 14th March till 20th March, so on 14th March there was a cyclonic circulation over northwest MP, there was a WD over North Pakistan, then there was a cyclonic circulation over northeast Assam, there was a trough running from Gangetic West Bengal to CAP, and then there was a trough from Vidarbha to North Tamil Nadu. There was a cyclonic circulation over NIK, North Interior Karnataka, and there was a cyclonic circulation over southwest Bay of Bengal. So under the influence of these systems, we thunderstorm and rainfall at many places was observed over Arunachal Pradesh, and rainfall at isolated places was observed over Assam, SHWB, GWB, Odisha, then our coastal Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Kerala. On 15th, if we see the systems which were present on 15th, there was a cyclonic circulation over SIK, South Interior Karnataka, there was a cyclonic circulation over Odisha, there was a trough from Vidarbha to Odisha, and there was a trough from Marathwada to Cochrane area. So under the influence of these systems, rainfall at isolated places was observed over these areas, mainly peninsular India and east coast, and rainfall at few places was observed over GWB also. On 16th, if we see the systems which were present on 16th, there was a trough from Marathwada to Cochrane area, and there was a trough from SHWB to North CAP, and then there was WD which was seen as a trough in westerlies over northeast Assam area. So under the influence of these two systems, hailstorm was observed over Marathwada, Vidarbha, East MP, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, and rainfall at few places were observed over Telangana and most places over GWB, that is Bengal. So if we talk about the systems which were present on 17th, then there was a trough which was running from west Vidarbha to north Kerala. Under the influence of this trough and because of the wind discontinuity which was present, widespread hailstorm activity was observed over Vidarbha, West MP, East MP, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, and also rainfall activity was also observed. If we talk about the systems which were present on 18th March, so there was a WD over North Pakistan and adjoining Afghanistan, because of, and under its influence there was a cyclonic circulation over northwest UP. There was a cyclonic circulation over west Vidarbha, and there was a trough from this circulation to south Tamil Nadu. There was a trough from Jharkhand to north CAP also. So under the influence of all these weather event systems, hailstorm was observed over west MP, east MP, Vidarbha, Chhattisgarh, Telangana, and there was a circulation over northeast Assam also, under which influence the rainfall was observed over Arunachal Pradesh. So if we talk about the systems which were present on 19th, so on that there was a cyclonic circulation over northwest UP. The WD has further moved eastward and it has deepened, and there was a circulation over west Vidarbha, and there was a trough from this circulation to SIK. So under its influence there was a widespread activity. The peak of this activity over central India was observed. So the hailstorm was observed over Telangana, Vidarbha, West MP, East MP, Chhattisgarh, then your East UP, and even very heavy rainfall was observed over CAP. Heavy rainfall was observed over Kerala, Odisha. So when we talk about the systems which were present on 20th, so there was a cyclonic circulation over Vidarbha, and there was a trough from this circulation to North Kerala. There was a east-west trough from circulation over Jharkhand to South Assam, and the WD was located over East MP and East UP. So under these influence, the system, the weather which was realized on morning of 21st was that hailstorm activity has happened over Chhattisgarh and East MP. Then very heavy rainfall was reported over Bihar also. So if we talk about the weekly rainfall departures and seasonal rainfall departures, then we can see that because of as the system or the activity was confined to central India and north peninsular India, we can see that in these subdivisions large excess rainfall was recorded during this week. And if we talk about the seasonal rainfall, that is starting from 1st March to 20th March, so in that also we can see that this whole area, central India and then parts of north India and hills, northwest hilly regions also, the rainfall activity was quite good. And in this 11 subdivisions reported large excess rainfall and 4 subdivisions reported excess rainfall. So if we talk about the statistics, then during this week the central India, which was in the main focus, it received 523 times more rainfall, which from its long term average. And the northwest India got a negative departure of 72%. If we talk about country as a whole, then the rainfall over India was in normal, and only it was by less than by 1%. If we talk about the whole season, so in this we can see that the central India is at the top with 126% more than normal rainfall, and south peninsular India is showing large deficient rainfall by 81%, and India as a whole is under normal rainfall conditions. If we talk about today's synoptic systems, then there is a WD over Iran and neighborhood, then there is a trough which is running from Konkan to North Kerala, then there is cyclonic circulation over Marathwada, and then there is cyclonic circulation over Jharkhand, and east-west trough which we have seen in last week also, that is still persisting from Jharkhand to Manipur. So under the influence of these weather systems, we are expecting that because of that WD and the subsequent 2 WDs, we will be getting rainfall over our western Himalayan regions for next 4 days. And as the moisture laden winds are going from Bay of Bengal to northeast, so there will be rainfall activity, ongoing rainfall activity over northeastern states also. And if we talk about the warnings, then we have given hailstorm warnings for J&K and Himachal for day 1, and thunderstorm warnings for Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand and Jammu Kashmir. If we talk about northeast, then there we have given even warnings for heavy rainfall for Assam and Arunachal Pradesh and SHWB. Then we have given heavy rainfall warnings for day 2 also for Arunachal and Assam. Then we have given heavy rainfall warnings for day 3 also for Arunachal and Assam and SHWB. Then subsequently on day 4 the activity will reduce somehow, and then on day 5 it will again intensify, and heavy rainfall warnings are given for Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. If we talk about the extended range forecast for rainfall for next 2 weeks, then we can clearly see that as the current WD and then subsequent WDs are approaching, there is a rainfall probability over western Himalayan regions. There is, and as the winds are going from Bay of Bengal to northeast, so there is a probability of rainfall over northeastern states also during this week. If we talk about week 2, then in week 2 also Himalayan regions will get rainfall from WDs, and northeast will get rainfall from the winds which are going, moisture winds which are going from Bay of Bengal. If we talk about our maximum temperature, then as the widespread rainfall activity has happened in last week over central India, so we can see that the temperatures are less. In anomaly, if we can see, there is a negative anomaly, that is the temperatures are less than normal. In other places the temperatures are within the range of 34 to 36. And in week 2, this whole region till means whole India till Punjab, Haryana, that will be under means the temperature, maximum temperature will be increasing. If we see the anomaly for week 2 also, temperature anomaly, then all the states are in means normal tendency. Over central India and parts of Maharashtra also, only Madhya Maharashtra and Marathwada, the temperatures will be less then normal. But on the coastal belts of Odisha and then Kerala and Karnataka and UP, the Bihar and Jharkhand, the temperatures will be above normal. If we talk about minimum temperature forecast for next 2 weeks, then in the current week, the temperature will be in northern regions, it will be around 18 degrees, and in coastal regions, it will be ranging from 22 to 26 degrees. If we see the anomaly map, then over central India, there is a negative departure, and on North India and West Coast, the departure is positive, that is the minimum temperature is higher than normal. If we talk about minimum temperature for week 2, then in week 2 the minimum temperature will be in the range of 26 to 28 over Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats, and then there will be this map is also showing that the temperature, there is a north-south gradient in minimum temperature. If we talk about anomalies, then the whole eastern region of our country will be having above normal temperatures for minimum temperatures in week 2, and the Western Ghats also will be having more than normal minimum temperatures. If we talk about the extended range outlook for heat wave, then currently for week 1, the probability, there is a low probability of occurrence of heat wave over Saurashtra, Kutch, Gujarat and southwest Rajasthan. For week 2, if we talk about, then there is a low probability of occurrence of heat wave for over Odisha and neighborhood, as we have seen in our extended maps also. There is no cyclone probability of cyclogenesis over Indian Oceans in next 2 weeks. So we request you to stay connected with us and keep updated. Thank you.